are just holding up. Daniel Ricciardo, and that's Charles Leclerc. And that is a very big accident.
Safety car would be nice now.
Oh, and is it someone's had it off? And into the gravel they go. Damage for Lando Norris, that's certainly damage, and a big fire there.
Someone had dropped a crazy bomb in there. It was the worst thing ever.
There's Charles Leclerc. Yeah, George, what can you do, eh? What can you do?
Can I tell my pitbull that we can all stand down for 10 minutes?
You can absolutely all stand down for 10 minutes.
The race will resume as we red flag the race. Ladies and gentlemen, the race will not resume. It's lights out and away we go, and Leclerc gets away well. Oh no, and that is an accident, and it is Lance Stroll. There's a huge lock-up by Charles Leclerc. He almost goes into the back of Sebastian Vettel. Look at, and that's Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen on the main straight. Lewis Hamilton takes it away, but he locks up, and he's lost it. Sergio Perez wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Around the peril Tada, he's fighting it all the way, isn't he?
Yeah, he just got a little bit wide.
Into turn one we go. Verstappen is into the lead, ahead of Hamilton. Bottas gets tagged by Daniel Ricciardo. Perez goes onto the grass, and it's an all sorts of kerfuffle going on in that first corner. Verstappen can spoil the Mercedes party and ruin that one too, as he hits the wall right in the final corner. Max Verstappen hits the wall, and pole position slides out of his grasp. And it's lights out and away we go. And once again, Max Verstappen gets a decent start.
He will be faster down the Wellington straight into Brooklands.
Not going to get a chance to weave because already Hamilton is with him. They almost touch. They go into Brooklands. Verstappen stays ahead. The crowd roar their approval for this. Hamilton's going to try again, this time on the inside. A continent touch. Verstappen is out of the race, and that's a big crash into Kops.
Michael, I just sent you an email.
Lights out and away we go. Here goes Hamilton on lap 50. And he tries to get past Leclerc, who goes off the track. Has Hamilton gone through? Yes, he has. He wins the British Grand Prix for an 8th time here at Silverstone. But look at the state of that Mercedes car. Verstappen just going through. You can see him in the background, going through Chapel. Nicholas Latifi are just holding up. Daniel Ricciardo, and that's Charles Leclerc. That goes straight on at Max Verstappen, and he's not the only one. Carlos Sainz. Ricciardo has made up a place behind them. And that's a mistake by Lance Stroll. He got onto the curb, and Stroll is out of the race and into the barriers. Already, and that is that damage for Lando Norris. That's certainly damage, and a big fire there. We're just going to interrupt you for a minute because we're now seeing some replays of the start.
And it's literally...
Whoa! Lights out and away we go, and Hamilton does get away very well indeed. And there's Lando Norris touched, and into each other goes Valtteri Bottas and Sergio Perez, and that's the Alfa Romeo and AlphaTauri getting caught up as the McLaren spun round with the Ferrari as well. It's going to be lights out and away we go for Lewis Hamilton only. But out now, into the race comes the Williams of George Russell, who is up in a second place. Schumacher's got the inside line, they bang wheels.
Now there's another chance. Round the outside this time. Wow, Alonso is just brilliant at defending, isn't he?
Towards turn 4. This time he's alongside, and I think they might have touched there as well. Hamilton had to back out of it. Ocon wins the Hungarian Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel takes second for Aston Martin. It's lights out and away we go. They weren't held for long. Hamilton and Verstappen go into the second chicane, and Hamilton goes off onto the rumble strips, and he might lose a place here to Lando Norris. Into the first chicane once again. It's wheel to wheel. Hamilton and Verstappen, and this time Verstappen and Hamilton have crashed out, and they are both out. The two championship protagonists have taken each other out of the Italian Grand Prix. It's McLaren and Ricciardo that win the Italian Grand Prix. As it's lights out and away we go. Mick Schumacher into the barrier. They're now red flagging the race, and this is now played very much into Red Bull and Max Verstappen's hands. Bottas locks off, almost hits Verstappen, who goes off the track, and then forces Hamilton wide as Esteban Ocon gets ahead of Lewis Hamilton and goes into second place, and that's Sergio Perez, who's been tagged, and there's another incident involving George Russell. Verstappen's going to go down the inside, there's 3 of them, and Hamilton and Ocon touch. They go wheel to wheel into the first corner. Verstappen has to bail out, Lewis Hamilton has to bail out.
actually do that strategically.
Oh, they've touched
Good
and they've
position back.
collided. Max Verstappen, after letting Lewis past, now goes for a lunge. Is now going to be investigated after the race. It is Hamilton and Verstappen going for it again as he comes home to win the first Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. They are racing to the line and Bottas has got Esteban Ocon. It's lights out, away we go, and Hamilton gets a decent start and he's already ahead of Max Verstappen. There's 3 abreast going into the turn 9 hairpin. Oh, and there Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton almost coming together.
And Perez will have a lunge up the inside. Perez with DRS is coming back into turn 9 and parked on the apex of the slow corners, so plenty of battery in DRS.
Perez playing the ultimate team game here for Max Verstappen. Hamilton needs to get past Perez here. He does get past Perez. He moves towards the inside. He's going to force Perez the long way round. Nicholas Latifi has crashed, and I think that is at turn 14. Yes, it is. Lapped cars to overtake the safety car. So Norris and Alonso and Ocon and Leclerc and Vettel to
And it's
overtake
ending.
it.
And it's ending. Wow.
We're going to have 1 lap of racing to decide the championship. Is Verstappen far enough back? He's going to make the lunge down the inside. Hamilton sees him coming. It's a late lunge by Verstappen, who takes the lead of the race. Down the back straight, he's got a slipstream. He almost touches Verstappen. They almost make contact into turn 9. Verstappen stays ahead, and it's going Dutch in 2021. Max Verstappen